Hello and welcome to a new video by Salespanel. I'm Sushma and today we're going to deep dive into one of the most important topics for B2B marketers and sales teams, website visitor identification. You've probably asked yourself, who are these visitors on my website and how can I find out more about them? After identifying them, can I qualify these leads and accounts? Well, you're about to find out. Let's dive in. Imagine this. Over 90% of your website visitors leave without a trace. You've invested time and resources to drive traffic, but most visitors vanish without converting. What if you could identify these anonymous visitors and turn them into potential leads? In today's video, we're diving deep into the world of website visitor identification. We'll explore how businesses, especially in the B2B sector, can uncover who's visiting their site, understand their behavior, and re-engage them effectively. For digital businesses, a website is a powerful tool to attract and engage potential customers. However, the majority of visitors drop off without converting. This challenge is even more pronounced in B2B scenarios, where the buying process is longer and involves multiple decision makers. So how can you identify and re-engage these visitors? Can you bring them back with relevant content and targeted follow-ups? Let's explore. What is website visitor identification software? Website visitor identification software is designed to identify B2B visitors landing on your website. These tools rely on B2B databases, IP tracking, and other digital footprints to pinpoint accounts and decision makers from visiting companies. Unlike traditional analytics tools that focus on aggregated data, identification software helps you get more leads into your pipeline by providing actionable insights. How does website visitor identification work? Different providers use various techniques for visitor identification. Let's break down the most common methods. 1. IP tracking and reverse DNS. This widely used technique involves using reverse DNS tracking and IP tracking to identify which company the visitor works for. When a visitor lands on your website, their device shares its IP address with the server. The software then performs a reverse DNS lookup to determine the associated domain or company network. This data is cross-referenced with B2B databases to retrieve company details such as name, industry, location, and size. This strategy is GDPR friendly. 2. Fingerprinting. Each visitor creates a unique footprint when they access your site, tracked primarily using cookies. The data collected includes IP addresses, browser settings, plugins, and hardware details to create a digital identity. However, this practice is usually avoided in regions with stricter data laws like Europe and is also avoided by many brands for ethical reasons. 3. First-party data. This data is collected by the website itself to identify a visitor. Tools like sign-up forms, UTM parameters, and session recordings can be used to identify visitors. An email address, for example, can be enriched with third-party tools to get complete visitor information. First-party cookies can also help you identify returning visitors, retarget them, and track them using session IDs. Key benefits of anonymous visitor identification software. Depending on your sales and marketing strategies, visitor identification can offer several benefits. For marketing, optimize campaigns by analyzing if accounts visiting the website match with the target ideal customer profile, ICP, and show intent. Understand which type of content brings qualified accounts to the website. Use the data to plan events, webinars, and other marketing activities. Retarget qualified visitors or create lookalike audiences of ICP matching accounts. For sales, get a fresh list of accounts that can be targeted. Accelerate the sales pipeline by reaching out first. Understand which accounts are showing buying intent and get information about decision makers. Get notified when target accounts take important actions. Is visitor identification legal? Guide to complying with GDPR. It's crucial to ensure that your visitor identification practices comply with data protection regulations like GDPR. Here are some guidelines. Use the right tools. Opt for tools that rely on first-party data for visitor de-anonymization and reveal only company details for unidentified visitors. Determine the nature of data collection. Understand that IP addresses and cookies are considered personal data under GDPR. Establish a legal framework to process this data. Ensure transparency and consent acquisition. Use consent forms and clear privacy policies to inform visitors about data collection and usage. Minimize data collection and retention. Collect only necessary data and have a policy to delete data once its purpose is served. Ensure your tools are GDPR compliant. Verify that your visitor identification and tracking tools comply with GDPR and have data processing agreements (DPAs) with vendors. Few examples of identification software. Let's explore some of the top visitor identification tools available in 2025. 1. Salespanel. Salespanel is a powerful website visitor intelligence platform built specifically for B2B businesses. It goes far beyond traditional analytics by identifying which companies are visiting your website in real time and tracking their entire journey. What makes Salespanel stand out is its ability to unify both anonymous and identified visitor data. Once a lead fills out a form or clicks through from a tracked email, Salespanel builds a full behavioral profile, capturing every page visit, action, and intent signal. It doesn't just stop there. Salespanel also qualifies leads automatically based on your ICP, integrates with your CRM, and helps both marketing and sales teams act on intent data instantly. If you're looking for a GDPR compliant solution to bridge the gap between marketing and sales, Salespanel is one of the most complete platforms out there. 2. 6sense. 6sense is an AI-powered account-based marketing platform designed to help B2B organizations identify, target, and engage in-market accounts. It leverages predictive analytics, buyer intent data, and advanced AI models to uncover hidden demand and optimize go-to-market strategies. A standout feature is the 6 signal graph, which detects anonymous buying signals and de-anonymizes visitor behavior, even when prospects research anonymously on third-party sites. By analyzing billions of intent signals across multiple touchpoints, including website visits, content engagement, and third-party research, 6sense provides actionable insights that help sales teams focus on high-value opportunities. 3. ZoomInfo. A GTM platform providing data and insights for sales intelligence and data orchestration. Identifies accounts from your website and gives you a list of decision makers you can contact. How to choose the right software. Before selecting a visitor identification solution, consider the following questions. What do we intend to do with the data? Is it for marketing purposes or outreach? Does the product solve our primary use case? Do we want maximum regulatory compliance, or are we willing to compromise in that area? Do we want more matches or accurate matches? What is our budget and what level of commitment are we comfortable with? Depending on your requirements, desired level of compliance, and target market, take trials of the products that suit your needs to determine the right fit for you. Website visitor identification is a powerful strategy to convert anonymous traffic into actionable leads. By understanding who visits your site and how they interact with your content, you can tailor your marketing and sales efforts more effectively. Remember to prioritize ethical practices and compliance with data protection regulations to build trust with your audience. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more insights on digital marketing strategies. Have you tried any visitor identification tools? Share your experiences in the comments below. For more information and to try out Salespanel, check the link in the description.